I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Minions and Monsters movie is probably the best movie of the entire year.
Luca! Bueno?
Now, Minions and Monsters is the 7th movie of the entire franchise if you are counting the Despicable Me movies, but in the Minions universe movies, it is the 3rd. I'm a big Minions fan. I absolutely love the franchise, and their overall simple task in life is just to find like the big boss.
Big boss! Lickfindori boss!
And I love it, an easy concept. But in the Minions and Monster movie, it is slightly different, but not in a bad way, so let me explain overall and my thoughts. And just in case if you were worried to be spoiled about a Minions movie, there are no spoilers in this review. The Minions and Monsters movie is an animated comedy film done by Illumination. The runtime is around an hour and 29 minutes, PG, so definitely meant for all audiences. The overall cast list for this entire movie was actually really big. Christopher Waltz, Jeffrey Bridges, which phenomenal, Jesse Eisenberg, Trey Parker, Zoe Dutch, Bobby Mohan, I think that's how you say his last name, and even George Lucas makes a cameo. And look, that's not much of a spoiler. If you saw the news, it's pretty awesome, but when he shows up, you definitely know when he shows up. Now, unlike the other previous Minions movies, we followed Kevin, Stewart, and Bob. We had a new set of Minions, and our new Minions are James, Henry, and Ed. These three, honestly, at first, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like them because I love Kevin, Bob, and Stewart, but honestly, these three were so much fun. James is our main Minion in this movie, and what I really love about him is established really early on is that he is obviously very different from the other Minions because he really believes in art. He wants to just create. James is like, you know what? I'm creative, I'm artsy, and I absolutely love this because it's just a little bit different from what we're used to with the other Minions. He befriends Henry, who's part of the group, and they befriend Ed as well. And again, they're just a really fun, different trio. This movie is set in 1920s Hollywood, and we find out that our main Minion wants to create a movie. But to be able to create his movie, he needs a big bad monster. We get introduced to Goomy, who was supposed to be Cthulhu. This is a wild ride. It has that beautiful Illumination animation. It is funny as hell. On top of that, because it's set in the 1920s, there are so many references to old Hollywood films that it honestly was impressive how much they were able to fit in this movie. So when you're watching it, definitely look out for everything. There were references to Charlie Chaplin. There were references to even later movies like Casablanca, E.T., Jaws, Airplane, you name it. There is a lot of references in this movie. And what this movie does really well is also pacing. Like the jokes, the story is really fast, but it keeps you really engaged. I'm crying, I'm cracking up. People next to me are laughing. There were so many good adult jokes, kid jokes. Now, where the first Minions movie was very like story driven and we got to understand like what the Minions overall journey was and how they got to grow, this one's a mismatch of honestly just Minions being Minions, just chaos, just fun, just like honestly I had fun. And honestly, I think this is a movie that is just fun for the whole family. What's really unique about this 3rd installment as well is how much heart it really has. The movie is set in the 1920s of the golden Hollywood age. There are so many heartfelt moments where you could catch multiple different moments that is highlighting cinema overall. If you know cinema, you know classic movies, or you overall just understand like Hollywood in the 1920s, you're gonna pick up on a lot of really cool things. And the music of the film, there's actually a point where they're playing one of the most classical Hollywood songs ever. It's like when you're in Hollywood. Na, 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 na. Bro, that was my best explanation. Editor put that in for me for like 2 seconds. But absolutely love the score. Of course, the animation, absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what Illumination has been doing the last few years, but their animation is just so pleasing on the eyes. Definitely a highlight, but that's probably also no surprise. Like, this movie surprised me in so many ways. It has heart. I'll be honest. It has a lot of heart that I was not expecting. Because originally I thought when they announced this movie doing Minions and Monsters, I was thinking, okay, we might be milking the franchise a little bit. You know, what studio, what like movie franchise has not at this point? And I saw this movie and I'm thinking, you know what? Goddamn, I want like 6 other films. They could continue to do this. I just think this movie, again, is going to be the blockbuster of the summer because it's so damn funny. And again, I can't overemphasize this, really freaking chaotic. But it's like, holy hell, what am I watching? What am I looking at? And why am I laughing so much? I mean, I think this one is going to be pretty simple for the channel. Do I recommend it? I think absolutely. Minions and Monsters, by far, I think is one of the best ones in the entire franchise. And I can't believe I'm saying this. I think it's by far one of the best ones I've seen so far this year. At the end of the day, when you go to the movies, you just have to have fun, you know, shut off your brain for a minute. Definitely highly recommend for the channel. When it comes to the rating, I think the rating overall, this is gonna sound crazy. You guys are gonna think I'm nuts. I'm giving this a solid maybe 9 out of 10. I love Illumination's animation. It's absolutely beautiful. The heart and soul of this movie was the 1920s golden era of Hollywood. And I think that was a very nice, you know, undertone when it came to this movie. And again, it's just funny as hell. It's funny as hell. I think everyone should go see this movie. If you just want a good laugh, you want to take the kids, you want to go by yourself, go on a date, just go enjoy this movie just for an hour and like what, 59 minutes? Editor, let me know if I'm right on the time on that one. And just enjoy. It's an enjoyable film. It's fun. And out of all the films we've had so far, all the serious ones, all the sad ones, all the horror ones, it's just fun to just watch a fun movie. If you get a chance to go see the film, you gotta let me know down below. Or if you do, come back and please tell me your thoughts. As always, remember to like the video so I know you went all the way to the end of the video. And as always, if you haven't already, you love reviews, remember to subscribe, turn the bell notification on. I always appreciate it. And what else can I say? Go see the Minions and Monster movie. You'll have a great time. If you love reviews, remember to check out this one over here and this one over here. And remember to check out the Patreon. That is the best way to support here on the channel so I can continue to make reviews. Till next time, guys.